Vast, sun-drenched plains of Africa. A single lion became a symbol for all wildlife. His name was Cecil. He was not just any lion. He was a magnificent creature, a king in his own right, known and loved by people far beyond the borders of his home. His story is one of beauty, power, and a deep sadness that awoke the world. Cecil's life and his tragic end became a turning point, a moment for humanity to reconsider its bond with the natural world. Cecil's story begins in the sprawling Hwange National Park, Zimbabwe's largest and most famous wildlife reserve. Imagine a land stretching as far as the eye can see. A mosaic of teak forests, open grasslands, and vast, dusty plains dotted with acacia trees. This was Cecil's kingdom. Hwange teems with life. Great elephant herds, graceful giraffes, and painted dogs hunting in coordinated packs. A perfect stage for a lion of Cecil's stature to rise. Born around 2002, a small, vulnerable cub among many. He learned by watching, playing, and honing the skills of a future leader. Droughts, rivals, and competition for food forged his resilience. Hwange is unfenced. Wildlife roams freely, sometimes in harmony with people, sometimes in conflict. Beyond the sanctuary lay threats that would seal his fate. What made Cecil stand out in a land of lions? First, his breathtaking appearance. Large, powerful, moving with confident grace. His spectacular black mane framed those golden eyes, an unmistakable sign of health, strength, and good genetics. Attractive to lionesses, intimidating to rivals. Remarkably calm and composed, he grew habituated to vehicles, unusual for a wild male. He often rested in the open, unbothered by the clicking of cameras. Guides followed his story. Finding him became the highlight of a safari. He carried the marks of battle and the heart of a devoted patriarch. Named for Cecil Rhodes, his name came to mean majesty and wild freedom, a bridge between humans and the untamed. A photographer's dream and a scientist's gift. A lion's life revolves around the pride, its family, and its defenders. For years, Cecil shared his reign with Jericho, a classic coalition. Together they patrolled boundaries, their roars carrying ownership across the savanna. Coalitions defend territory, protect prides, and secure their offspring's future. Cecil, the charismatic leader. Jericho, steadfast second in command. Their stability let cubs thrive. Cecil often showed a tender patience, gentle giant among family. Lionesses hunt and rear, males guard and deter rivals. Under Cecil and Jericho, the pride flourished. Their alliance felt unbreakable, a reign that seemed as if it would last forever. Cecil was more than a lion. He was a major attraction, a celebrity of the African bush. Tourists flocked to Hwange for a chance to see him. Many arrived with one goal: to see Cecil. Guides knew his habits intimately. Sightings became trip-defining moments, shared worldwide through striking photographs. He generated significant tourism revenue, park fees and lodge stays. Guided safaris thrived around his fame. That money supported local communities and conservation. In real terms, Cecil was worth far more alive. Since 2008, he featured in a long-term study by Oxford's Wildlife Conservation Research Unit. A GPS collar tracked his movements with precision. The data revealed his roaming, social life as complex landscape. In early July of 2015, the story took a dark turn. An American recreational big-game hunter traveled to Zimbabwe to hunt a lion with a bow and arrow, arranged through a professional hunter. On land bordering unfenced Hwange, in the sanctuary's shadows, Cecil's fate was sealed. Bait allegedly lured him from safety onto a private concession. Under darkness, he was wounded, yet not killed outright. Injured and in pain, he fled, suffering for hours. His collar later revealed an agonizing final journey. At dawn, they ended his life with a rifle. He was skinned, his head taken as a trophy, and the collar was damaged. Evidence nearly erased. Claims of legality faced ethical questions: baiting, night pursuit, secrecy. The silent collar belonged to Cecil, the famous lion. The king had fallen, and his kingdom would never be the same. The reaction was explosive and worldwide. Cecil's story spread like wildfire across platforms and airwaves. People who never knew Hwang felt they knew him. His face became the symbol of senseless destruction. The hunter faced intense condemnation. Celebrities, leaders, and ordinary citizens joined in outrage. An on-air plea raised hundreds of thousands for conservation in days. Protests and petitions surged. The world united in grief. Defenses of regulated hunting were drowned out by condemnation. Cecil was a father and a leader. His loss felt personal. One lion's death ignited a global conversation that could not be ignored. Intense global pressure led to tangible policy changes. Major airlines banned trophy transport. Lions, leopards, elephants, rhinos, and buffalo. A logistical blow that made trophies harder to move. Governments acted. In the U.S., lions were reclassified with stricter import rules. The legal landscape shifted. Transparency and accountability rose. Conservation groups saw funding surges. Oxford's unit expanded collars and fieldwork. A new generation channeled grief into action. In Zimbabwe, charges were dropped, but scrutiny intensified. The world demanded more ethical, sustainable practices. Today, more than a decade on, Cecil's legacy endures. He is a powerful symbol of the fight for wildlife conservation, a modern fable about our relationship with the wild. His story put trophy hunting on the world stage. He made the abstract personal. Every animal has a story, a family, a role. Awareness pressured governments and corporations to act. His collar became key to accountability. Science and long-term data proved essential. Support grew for research vital to lions and countless other species. From tragedy, hope. His spirit lives on. May future generations marvel at lions, wild and free.